PowerPoint is in the link. So all the hyperlinks that I put in there, you have access to. So let's just get us started. We're old friends. We don't have to be formal in that respect. So the network is active. We have a live date saver at this link, which we will then get uploaded to the homepage of the PaPBS.org website. But as we are filling in dates, as the state coordination team is finalizing things, that date saver is there, and the most up to date at this time for school age is at that link. Sue, anything you want to say in regards to program wide?
So the key things like the request for proposals, circle of care, those kinds of things apply to everybody. We do not have our most current date saver up simply because still some things are up in the air, so not everything is scheduled yet.
Okay. So the next thing is request for proposals. Thank you, Melissa Klug, for helping me. The request for proposals went out. Those proposals to present virtually at the November 10th, 2021 Implementers Forum. So we are partnering with our academic MTSS friends on November 10th and 11th. The date that is traditionally as normal as a conference during a pandemic is November 10th. And so during that portion of the 2 days, it will be our local implementers doing the presentation. So please get the word out to your schools, programs to complete a proposal, and they are due July 15th, but you don't have to wait till July 15th to submit them. Okay, just because I check the posts regularly and it makes me anxious when there's only one in there. Okay, moving on. The next thing is our Circle of Care final networking meeting. All of you as local facilitators, school age, program-wide, independent, provisional, we welcome you back for our final end of the year networking meeting. And this will be pulling ourselves together to prepare for what we don't know what September will look like in 2021. Would you think that's a good explanation, Sue? Yes. So we want Kelly Perales from the Midwest PBIS Network, our national technical support center provider. She will be doing a portion of that day. And it's really just a time for us all to get back together to kind of reflect on what happened in 2021 and do a little bit of gearing up for 21-22. So in order to attend that, you must register. And I've sent it out through PTrack Blast. I know that Shonda, Ron, and Catherine have sent it out locally. If you're not getting these messages, you need to let one of the four of us know. Me, Ron, Logan, Shonda Taylene, and Catherine Poggi. So that's the Circle of Care, our June 3rd meeting. All right. There's been a lot of question and confusion around recognition. So for the 2020-2021 school year, which is right now, we are in phase 2 of maintaining participation status. So back in January, we awarded ribbons that are on the screen here for all those sites that applied and submitted all the necessary data that we needed for January. Now we're in phase 2. Phase 2 is you're doing the surveys, you're doing your fidelity measures, and you're submitting all those. And yes, you're doing an action plan that will go in the 2021 space of PTrack, but it will be an action plan that is to get you started for the 21-22 school year. So we will be looking for all of those.
And for preschool, the action plans get submitted to your regional folks, not to PTrack. You guys know that, but just always want to say that again.
No, I appreciate that, Sue. So those materials have to be up there to maintain participation status going into the 21-22 school year. As we do every year, there is nothing different in this year. the state coordination team gets together around this time, which is what we're working on right now, and we look at what will the requirements be for recognition for the 21-22 school year. So the best suggestion I can make to everybody out there, whether you're early childhood or school age, is maintain participation status. To be eligible for anything in the 21-22 school year, whether you're school age or program-wide, participation status will be a bare minimum requirement. We don't know what the other parts of that will be. We are still working on that. We're working with our national partners to design what that is, and we announce it every year at the September hoedown, otherwise known as the summit, otherwise known as, I don't know, it's been called so many different things. I just call it the hoedown. So 21-22 recognition requirements will be announced in September. Sue, anything to add to that?
I just want to reiterate what you said before. The things that we're asking you for now, that you're doing an action plan, that you're completing your self-assessment surveys, that's supposed to happen every spring. We have, and that self-assessment survey for the early childhood component had been a relatively new component. So we kind of, people were catching up with them in the fall, but get them done if you can, you know, make it, help yourselves with being able to plan ahead.
Okay. Next thing, this is a new ask. Every year at this time, we also look at things we can improve in P-TRAC, right, Dr. Runge?
Yes.
So for a change, we're also going to ask, now that we have more things under control with P-TRAC, is there any request that you have? That doesn't mean we can make your requests come true, but if there's something on your end as a user, we want P-TRAC to be what you use to help organize your schools as at the school age level. So it's a simple Google form. Just go in there, click on that, and if you have requests of what you would like P-TRAC to be able to do, I will look into if it's something we can possibly do. And I want to start doing this as an annual event, asking for features to be added to P-TRAC. We have full support of the Patton Harrisburg office to continue with our P-TRAC work. And so that would be, and this goes for school age only. So if you're early childhood and you're saying, I don't know what to request, it's because you don't use P-TRAC. All right, and the last bit of information is, okay, I totally forgot what that link was. So I want to take a moment and just welcome Tim Runge. Many of you know he is the lead author on our annual our PaPBS school age level data summary, our program evaluation summary. He does this, he's been doing this for the last 12 years. The link that's on this slide that I drew a total blank as to what that link was to take you directly to the executive summary. I encourage all of you to take a look at what's going on. And if there's areas that you can see where we can support or improve, we really want your feedback on that. And I know that we have reached out, and I don't know, Tim, if you want to share just a little bit about that before we get started. We're going to start targeting case study sites so we can really get a sense of what's going on in the